Today on Power TV, we take the long trip to the Bill Mitchell Engine Shop in New York. We'll spend the day here showing you how the engine shop machines and builds complete engines, short blocks, and cylinder heads. All of the castings that the engine shop uses to assemble engines comes from sister company World Products, who is a leader in the performance aftermarket block and cylinder head business. Whether you've got a Ford, Chevy LS1 or a Mopar, this engine shop has something for you.
Hi, my name is Bill Mitchell. Welcome to World Products. Today, we're going to take you on a tour of our entire facility. So let's get on with the program.
World founder Bill Mitchell has a history in drag and oval racing that has spanned more than 40 years. He started as a dealership mechanic, but quickly started racing everything from the motion muscle cars to funny cars, dragsters, and the amazing VW Thunderbug NHRA record holder. Through this journey, Bill became not only an engine builder, but also an expert machinist in the world of cylinder head block casting and tool development. He put all of this expertise to work in World Products. Let's get started in World Products Warehouse, where hundreds of parts are in inventory. Some of the hottest are the Merlin Big Block Motown Small Block Chevy Ford Man of War and the new LS1 Warhawk block and heads. All of these blocks and heads go through a rigorous casting and machining process, where tolerances are kept very close, as required by competition engines. Now, let's look at the machining centers. The process of block prep engines begins at the Rottler milling machines, where blocks for engine builds and short blocks are decked to the Mitchell spec. Boring is also done here. The align hone process is also used for short blocks and engine builds. World's cam and crank bores come cast to the OE spec. The engine shop uses carefully selected specs for their builds. The machines seen in this area alone cost in excess of $285,000 and operate continuously throughout the workday. The engine shop exclusively builds internally balanced engines. The Eagle crank for a typical engine build arrives here with a connecting rod, wrist pin, piston, rod bearing, and ring stack. These components are carefully weighed, along with a computer-generated specific ram weight for engine oil, and the bob weight is calculated. Now, let's move to this Mew valve seal machine, which allows the engine shop to test Mew valve seat profiles. The desired seat angles are programmed, and all the angles are cut in one single operation. Cylinder heads are a big part of the engine shop and World Products. Cylinder head assembly is an especially important area within the facility. All of the machined and thoroughly cleaned World heads are assembled right here in-house, using Manley premium stainless steel valves and Mitchell hardcore spec valve springs. The heads you see being assembled are World Products small block Chevrolet heads, and World has been casting some of its SR and Sportsman design heads for close to 15 years. Once the heads are assembled with valve springs, they are bagged and ready for the next step. Here in the assembly area, various builds are in progress. Every engine from daily driver to race versions gets a 4-bolt main World block, forged rotating components, roller rockers, and a blueprinted carburetor. Each of the assemblers use the same procedures and sealant to assure a uniform race shop high-quality level. All bearing clearances are measured and adjusted to Bill Mitchell's prescribed specs. The little details are checked, all torque values are observed, cams are carefully checked against their cam card spec and degreed. Then, the valve gear is installed and adjusted. Each engine is primed to 60 psi before installing the intake manifold. Some premium gasket sealant is applied, the intake goes on, and the engine gets ready to dyno. They've got a large dyno area set up where engines are staged and prepped before they go on the dyno for full testing. The World Products facility is equipped with 3 state-of-the-art DTS engine dynos and has been home to the JEGS Engine Masters Challenge. Let's check out one of the customer's big block Chevrolet power plants running today. You've just seen a 540 cubic inch Merlin rated at 630 horsepower, making 688 horsepower and 647 foot-pounds of torque. This will surprise a happy customer with bigger power than expected. The guys will now drain and clean the engine. Then it's bolted to a pallet and sent across to the shipping department. There, every engine has its paperwork put into a folder with decals, instruction sheets, and warranty is wrapped in plastic and boxed for trucking. We hope you've enjoyed your inside view of World Products and Bill Mitchell Hardcore Engine Shop on Power TV. Check out their entire product line at their two websites, www.worldcastings.com or www.theengineshop.com.